Oh shit! All my stuff's on the floor. I'm just gonna pick up all my stuff and then we're good to go.
Okay.
I don't know. What did I have written down? Well, basically nothing. Jagmeet dropped the C word. That was cool. I'll explain.
Okay.
What are we? We are the 14th. Hi there. Happy Monday. It is October the 14th, 2019, and I'm Eric, talking at you as always from beautiful downtown Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where it officially costs $3,500 to rent a two-bedroom apartment. Now, it costs $1,500 a month for a 1 month pass to Disneyland. It's officially cheaper to live at Space Mountain than in Vancouver.
Wow, and like half as cheap.
Right?
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to go live on Space Mountain.
Right?
Because that just sounds like a good time. I couldn't believe that.
How long would you like to book for, sir?
A month. Indefinitely. Yeah, no, I didn't even know you could get monthly passes. But the fact that they're $2,000 less than a two-bedroom apartment is crazy cool. And I want to go live there. I don't know if they're open 24 hours. I've never been there.
Well, no, but every single night that, well, okay, I haven't been there since I was a kid, but
I would hope not.
No, but when I was there, and as far as I know, it still goes on every night. They do, they have these boats that go around, with all these lights on that make them look like dragons and shit, and they do a little boat show.
Okay.
So it's just something. So I mean, you get a free light show every night.
That's a good way. That's a good place. A good time to hide while security leaves, and then you can spend the night. Is that what you're saying? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I've always wanted to do that. Where you like hide in the mall till it's closed and then hang out for the night. It doesn't work, but it could work. I don't know. People say it does. I don't know. How's the road? Our listenership is a little sketchy, but that's okay. So is our publishing bin, so I don't hold you guys responsible. It's all my fault. But we're gonna have to work on that. We're gonna have to get a set publishing schedule in place and actually stick to it. So that's something you guys can look forward to, because I've hooked us up with some advertisers who demand it. So that's a thing that's going to be happening.
Oh, that's okay. I guess.
Oh yeah. What it means for you and I is when we record, we're gonna just have to record a lot. If there's like a night when we think you can't, we're just always gonna have one in the can. I told them we record 4 nights a week, so that should give us the leeway we need.
Okay.
But yeah, very cool. We might actually have some advertisers working with us, and these guys specifically work with smaller podcasts.
So that's even better. That's cool.
Yeah, it is very cool, but they're very serious. It's been a rough application process, but anyway, that means good news for you, faithful listeners, because we'll start publishing a little more regularly, and you can look forward to that. And we'll start making a couple of bucks, which makes the show better. You can look forward to that, and that makes me happier, which is cool too. So keep listening, kids. The stats for even the short listens now count. So just do it up, even if you don't listen to a whole episode. I'd prefer you did, but if you don't, whatever. It's cool. It's all good. Just keep listening. Tell some people in Saskatchewan to listen. I don't know why they don't. It bugs me.
They're too busy fucking strung out on fucking coke and being alcoholics.
Yeah, no, not in Saskatchewan. They're not. But it really bugs me. We're in the 5 provinces that we're in, and that's it. I can't bust out of them.
No, it's fucking weird.
And they're faithful listeners, and God bless you. I love you all, but I want the rest of the country to get on board. So Maybe I got to start talking more about things that they might like. Cattle. I don't know.
I was gonna say
Soy
fields.
soy fields. They do a lot of soybeans there. That's
Look,
cool.
man, if I got to start talking about corn again, this shit's gonna go downhill.
Oh, you know what? Potash. Just say potash. I don't even know what that is, but they're all about
No,
it. No, it's one of our biggest exports. I have no idea what it is. It's the number one thing that comes out of the prairies. Don't have a clue.
potash.
Potash. Don't know what that is.
Why are people selling off the ashes from their joints? I just don't understand.
Right? I don't know. That's what I assumed. It was like some sort of cremation thing, but apparently not. No idea. No, I don't even care now. Something I've never known, and I just don't think I want to. What else is happening in the world? That's about it.
I have the so far standings for the for how the election's doing.
All I know is 7 days away from the election, and both the Liberals and Conservatives are polling at below 33%. And before anyone says anything about that, I want everyone to remember that polls are bullshit, and they're bought and paid for, and they poll a very small group of people and then make it seem like a big deal. Like if you only polled Eric and Gord, What If We're Right is going to come up as the number one podcast every fucking time you do that poll.
That's right.
Then you can
I
say,
would hope
100%
so.
of people say.
Yeah.
But you don't. And then in the very fine print, you publish we only asked Eric. And it was Eric asking the question. You know,
And it was Eric asking the question.
that's what they do. Like, Justin Trudeau polled Justin Trudeau, and it turns out he's aces. No, it doesn't fucking count for anything. So don't pay attention to that shit. Go vote for whoever the fuck you want to. I would say don't.
No, NDP is showing over 19%.
That's huge. That's great.
That's a huge jump.
And last week, well, a couple of days ago now, Jagmeet dropped the C word on everybody, and I couldn't believe it. I didn't think he would.
Yep, he did.
Pulled out the big C right in front of everybody. And good on him. It's the only way. Coalition, everybody. If you don't know what I'm talking about, coalition is the big C word he used. He's willing to form a coalition with the Justin Trudeau's Liberals, should it come to that, which I 100% guarantee it will. He said he's willing to do whatever it takes to fight the Conservatives on anything, which I think is great. I don't think I would vote for an NDP government, to be honest. They've never run the country. I'm not sure if they could.
Yeah, they have once.
And I don't think under Jagmeet, I don't know. He's a little green. Maybe next election. But this time I just don't. It's not a good fit, I don't think. But,
no, I'm under the same thing. I'm pretty sure that in the next 4 years, I think that they'll probably do a lot better, because no matter who they fucking put in this time, it doesn't matter.
If they prop up the Liberals until the next election and they show like they're good with them and they're a good supporter, then absolutely, he's got my vote for sure. And I mean that they've done it in BC. A successful coalition's been running our province recently. I don't like our leader, but who knows? Maybe it might work. Maybe it's the new Canadian way. Coalitions with NDP helping. Sounds stupid. I don't know. Could work.
I don't know. I don't see it.
Anything to keep Scheer and the Conservatives away from the scene is good in my books. That guy's a freak, and I don't want him anywhere near our government. So good on Jagmeet for standing up. And if you vote for the other 2-3 parties that are running, you're a meathead, and who cares? I don't want your opinion. I don't need to hear it. I don't give a crap. You're just out to lunch if you think, like, come on, what the hell? I don't even know why they try. But I guess that goes kind of contrary to what I say about, everybody should try. But no, not everybody should try the same party bullshit system. Everybody should run independently and try. There should be 36 million people running in the next election, in my opinion.
Hey, who would be the major news network in Canada that's not Liberal supported?
It's not Liberal supported?
Yeah.
Well, you can't say CBC because they're government funded.
Yeah. MSN, they're not, like even the MSN Canada.
Yeah, I know they're.
DTV, no.
You don't. All you have is Shaw and Chorus. That's it.
Yeah, but isn't one like a liberal support, and the other one's conservative support?
Well, Shaw is not particularly liberally supportive, but they're on the way out next month anyway.
So
You've got Rogers. Rogers still controls a lot, but basically Rogers and Chorus are kind of in bed together. So yeah, you don't really have one.
So global news, that's liberal. CBC is liberal. ABC,
ABC's American,
that's American.
the American Broadcasting Corporation.
Yeah. NDTV, who the fuck is that?
ETV?
NDTV, that must be American.
Not, don't know.
No idea.
Don't know.
Yeah,
What
click
is
on that
ND?
and see what are they talking about.
Island? I don't know.
But they are American because everything on there is about America. So
you can guarantee anything you name it's either Chorus or Rogers. Or
this is just fucking crazy.
99% of all media outlets, print, radio, television. 99%. So you can't really get one that's not. And next month Shaw is retiring, selling off his majority share, J.R. Shaw, and they are not disclosing who he's selling it to. I've got an insider who says it's Sony.
Oh,
I can't confirm that. So it would be Sony versus Chorus in our country, which is frightening. Sony's very insidious. People don't know that. They make a great product, but they're also doing a lot of shit behind the scenes.
Sony is also one of those companies that no matter what, you're paying for the name more so than anything else, too.
Yeah, well, you know what? I gotta say, I'm on a Sony Vaio laptop, and I love it.
Yeah?
I have been loving it. It's a little weak, but that's not its fault. I demand far too much. I put in a whole bunch of new virtual shit today, and it kind of bogged down on me. So, but you can look forward to some really cool songs coming up soon. Really cool,
spectacular.
Good stuff coming out of Sealed Juvenile Records. I tell you, I'm having fun with that. I wrote another podcast song today for a guy. I even did the voiceover for it. That was kind of neat. This is my first voiceover I've ever done. It's
nice.
It's for a IndyCar podcast called the Pit Lane. Oh shit! Pit Lane Parlay. That's what it is. The Pit Lane Parlay. And I did a little segment. I did a song for a segment called the Pitfalls of the Week. And then they got me to do the voiceover. So it's like, and now it's time for Pit Lane Parlay's Pitfalls of the Week.
Well,
it's pretty cool. It's the first time I've had to do one of those, and it was a lot of fun. We haven't discussed prices yet, but
not yet anyway.
I didn't want to bring it up because I didn't want to lose the gig, and now I think you might think it's free, and that's probably bad business. But very cool. So, hey, that's something, kids. If you're listening and you need some voiceover work done, you know where to turn. Eric and Gord would both be happy to do it, or together even if you wanted the 2-for-1. We are offering prices lower than anybody else. I guarantee it. And that includes for ad insertion in our show. If you're a small business, you want to take a chance advertising on a podcast, over 50% of people who hear ads on podcasts actually respond to them. Over 50%. That's huge in advertising.
Very huge.
So give it a shot. Get Eric and Gord to read an ad for you, or Eric or Gord, or both, whatever you want. Our CPM, I guarantee, is lower than anybody else. I make sure of that. And we'll do good for you. We won't just read the ad and then forget you. Hell no. When I'm off the air, your product is my favorite product.
Yep. And I am really good at promoting shit by word of mouth, so just letting you guys know.
That is what I put on our application for these guys yesterday. I said, look, the work doesn't stop once the tape stops rolling, guys.
No.
We are yours morning, noon, and night. I don't know if that's good or bad, but whatever.
We always just say that, Gord works in the public sector. And
it is.
General public on a daily basis and has a big mouth.
Oh, yeah. That'll be coming up on our new website, which should be up and running very, very shortly.
Awesome.
Just putting up the fine finishing touches on it. I like it a lot. It is fuckerickandgord.site.
.site.
You can check it out right now. It's online, but it's shady. It doesn't look very good yet, but it's there if you want to have a gander, but it's not the finished product by any means.
So I'm just noticing something here, Eric.
Uh-huh.
I found a separate site that has a linking of all the different polls taken for each day, so to show like what the standings are for the election. And I've noticed something very interesting.
Please do tell.
Every bit of polling done through the Nanos research, they're always showing the Liberals are ahead.
Yes.
Every other one shows the Conservatives are ahead.
Right.
You have Main Street Research, Abacus, Campaign Research, Innovative Research, Angus Reid, Ecos, Dart, Mariu, Ledger, Forum. Every single one of them that is not Nanos is showing the Conservatives are ahead in the polls.
It's kind of funny how that works, isn't it?
Only Nanos is showing the Conservatives are up.
That's funny. And you know what? They're not. I know they're not. How could they be, really, at this point?
Because Trudeau's a liar and people are fucking sick and tired of it. And I don't know. Like, I mean, they're so neck and neck that I do think a lot of people are just sick to death of Trudeau and his bullshit.
Yeah.
That, as per usual, they'd rather just see a, openly fucking racist, homophobic fucking twat burger fucking get in than anything else. So, I don't know.
Would it work, do you think, if he just came out and full stop said, look, I didn't know I bit off more than I could chew. I screwed up.
Who?
Give me a chance to fix it. Would that work, do you think? If he said, give me 4 years and I can
if
show
who
you what
did
I
that?
really do. If Trudeau did that. If Trudeau just said, look, I fucking pooched it. Swing and a miss, guys. Sorry. Let me do it again. And I'll do it and I won't lie. And stuff like that.
Absolutely. I think if he came out and openly said that, I think you'd see a flip in the numbers go from 30% up to fucking 55. I absolutely think for a fact, if he actually openly admitted, said, you know what? I thought this would be an easy gig. I figured I'd get through on my fucking good looks and my money. Turns out I bit off more than I can chew. I'm really sorry, folks. I've made some poor decisions, but we are going to do better the next 4. I'm going to make a difference, and we're going to make things work. I think that it would absolutely make a world of difference, and I think you'd see a surge in the polls.
I know the magic words. I do it right now.
What's that?
All he has to do is get in front of a camera and go, the day I'm elected, I'm flying to Alberta, I'm sitting down with Jason Kenney, and we're doing whatever the fuck he wants us to do. Guarantee win right there. Say, look, we're putting Alberta back to work. That puts Newfoundland back to work. That puts a lot of people in Quebec back to work. It's a win-win-win. Put the oil sands back to work. That whoever wants to win says, I'm putting the oil sands back to work. Fuck this environmental shit. Nobody cares. People are broke. The richest people in the country are $500 away from insolvency. Like, we need money. And money comes from putting our industries back in business.
We know that because we have an active fucking brain cell. The problem is the rest of the country doesn't. And I talked to a lot of people about this. When I mentioned as soon as you mention about the pipeline, every time it's the same fucking thing every time, which is, oh yeah, no, we don't need the fucking pipeline. So let me just ask you a question. So we don't need the pipelines, no. So you're okay with us giving money to the Saudis? You're okay with that? A country that believes in rape and torture of women and segregation and doesn't believe in open religious thought, you're fine with us giving them as much money as humanly possible just so that we can ship oil by a tanker to our country so that when an oil tanker fucking breaks or leaks, it causes widespread damage over multiple countries and shorelines. It does and kills off marine land, but you won't do a tube over land where it becomes contained in a spill. And every time when I fucking bring that out to them, throw that in their face, it's always like, oh.
And a thing that's been in the ground for 60 years and never had a major problem ever.
Yeah.
Because we're not building a pipeline. We're not opening a pipeline. We're just twinning it and making it better because it's going to leak if we don't fix it.
Yeah.
That's the thing that people are forgetting. This thing's already in the ground. It's already pumping oil. Right now, as we speak, it's pumping oil. And it's 60 years old, and it needs to be fixed. And that's what the money was going to. It was fixing it and twinning it. Now we've just got a big piece of shit that's bound to leak any day if we just leave it the way it is.
Yeah.
Use your fucking heads. It's not that
that's
difficult.
What they want, though, because if it does leak, then they have a way to point the fucking finger and say, you see? Yeah, well, if you let us fucking fix it 3 fucking years ago, we wouldn't be in this fucking mess.
That's exactly right. It's stupid.
All you environmentalists, all you fucking crybaby fucking assholes that are out there fucking whining about, the pipeline, and it's such a bad idea. You should invest in solar. First of all, go fuck your goddamn hat, because you have no fucking idea that your fucking windmills, your fucking solar panels all need petroleum fucking products inside it. You need that oil. Stop funding the fucking Saudis. Stop fucking funding Iran, Iraq. You don't need to give them the money for the oil. We have our own. Keep it here.
There's so many things you could use in your argument, Gord. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head, and I really can't think of the really, really good ones. But there's so much shit that these people do, and these are like, I just don't understand how any country in the world deals with them. Well, yeah, I do, because they've got oil. But like, they execute literally like 40 or 50 people a day for the most minor fucking things.
Yeah.
Women weren't allowed to drive until 2011.
They killed a reporter in the palace.
Yeah.
In the palace, man.
3 lawyers were executed. Here's one I just found. 3 lawyers were sentenced to 8 years in prison for using Twitter.
Wow. For using Twitter.
For using Twitter because they in their tweets, they criticized the Ministry of Justice.
Wow.
That's
there you
justice. Go. Women drivers still face harassment and intimidation every day. Women drivers. You know why? Because they're driving. How stupid is that? All public gatherings are prohibited. Those who defy the ban face arrest and imprisonment and charges for inciting people against the authorities. Public gatherings. You can't hang out with your friends in public. You can go to jail for that.
Wow. I just don't. And this is so every single person that says no to the fucking to the pipeline, you're saying yes to Saudi Arabia. That's what you're doing. That's word for word. No fuck. I'm not mixing any fucking words here. I'm not doing a play on fucking words. You are directly funding and promoting them.
Raif Badawi was.
Stupid do you have to be to think that this is okay?
Raif Badawi was sentenced to 1,000 lashes and 10 years in prison for using his blog to criticize church clerics. He's already received 50 of the 1,000 lashes. They gave him an infection, and he's been in poor health ever since. 10 years in prison for criticizing the church. Look at what you and I do every fucking day. We'd be dead. Just for talking the way we talk.
Just long ago.
It's absolutely ridiculous. It's and these are like young people. These aren't like terrorists and shit. These are just dudes using Twitter. And these are the people we want to support instead of Albertans. Yeah. Now, granted, I lived in Alberta for a while. They're not like normal, but they're better than Saudis, I'm telling you. They're better than these people. This is like modern shit. Like, you go to jail for using Twitter. What fucking bizarre world is that? Why are we not just blowing this country off the face of the earth? Why is NASA not directing asteroids at them?
Do you know that on April 23rd, they 37 imprisoned civilians who had been convicted, 21 on the basis of confessions obtained under coercion or torture.
Always.
Terrorist relation. They were all killed.
Yeah.
And that was in one day.
It's
one day.
These are the people we want to give our oil to, or we want to buy oil from and give money to, instead of Albertans. Come on. Where is the fucking mentality? Where's the Canadianness of that? Like, we're so anti everything, and yet we're supporting these people. It's idiotic. Educate yourselves. Figure out what's going on in the world, and fucking use your heads about it. I can't do all the thinking for you all the time. Gord can't. He's too busy with his own stuff. You gotta figure it out. These people are evil.
They're the very definition of evil. They're everything you hate.
And we're supporting evil.
Everything you hate, and you are absolutely 100% supporting this. You're a fucking moron. Plain and simple. You should bury your fucking head in the sand and not fucking bury your head. Fuck sand. You can breathe through that. Bury your head in clay.
And I don't know why we're not taking it one step further. We have a chance to use this as an opportunity to gain some real independence, become a truly superpower on our own. We don't need to be America's little brother anymore. We can be Canada, our own fucking nation. We can tell the Queen to go get stuffed and put fucking, I don't know, Sarah Harmer on our money. Fucking Tegan and Sarah on the 20. Why not? I don't give a shit. Put some woman other than the goddamn Queen. We can be Canada. Put Alanis. Fuck, she deserves it. Put Alanis on the 20 and Jan Arden on the 10.
You know what? I'll even say, you know what? Put Gord Downey on a bill. I don't even like the fucking guy. Put him on a bill. Fuck it. I don't care.
He can have like the Toonie. Who's on the Toonie? It's Queen on the Toonie, right?
Yeah.
On the one side, yeah. Put Gord Downey on a Toonie.
And then we'll instead of the Toonie, we'll call it the Downey.
The Downey. I like it. And we'll throw Stompin' Tom on the Looney.
Perfect. See, we've already taken care of it.
You know, it's funny. I used to ask that question all the time. Who should go on the money? And now there's just so many answers flying at me.
Oh yeah.
Just off the top of my head, just so many. Get the goddamn Queen off our money. Get America off our back, and let's be Canada.
Yeah.
But
oil, I think
Alberta has enough oil to sustain us forever. Forever.
We'll put the trailer park boards on the fucking $100 bill.
Sure.
And we'll turn it green.
Ambassadors to something. We have so much opportunity right now to guide us away from the direction that everyone wants to pull us in, which is the same old, and we could really separate ourselves and come out as leaders on the world stage, which we are. We could be, but for some reason we pretend we're not, and we act like we're not. We just kowtow to the UN. Fuck the UN. Who needs them? The UN is so obsolete now. No one even pays attention to what they do anyway. Let's get away from it all. Fuck the status quo. It's not working. The world is failing. And now we're listening to little girls because, we made fun of Justin Trudeau listening to a 9-year-old, and then this chick comes out of Sweden, and we all listen to her. We're paying attention to kids. Why? To distract us from the fact that rapists and pedophiles are running fucking America? And we're just supporting terrorists who kill people for using fucking Twitter?
Which makes sense.
When that stuff starts creeping into the news, all of a sudden there's little kids at the UN giving speeches, and we're like, it's like fucking cat videos on Facebook.
Yeah.
What happened to Epstein? What happened to Weinstein? What happened to fucking, everything? The fucking SNC Levelin. What happened to all that shit? It just disappeared. Why? Because some little girl came out and said, climate.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
That's exactly what it is.
Pay attention to what's going on, people. They tricked you into just fucking following this little kid. And granted, she's a cute little kid. I did take nothing away from the kid. She's great. But What happened to all the problems we had a month ago? Those didn't just solve themselves.
No, they didn't get fixed.
The Saudis are still killing 38 people a day for fucking talking to each other in public. My God, if they said anything like Gord and I said, we'd be beheaded. Well, we'd be tortured first.
Absolutely.
We don't think, when you say on Remembrance Day next month, you're standing there and you go, oh, we're so lucky to be in Canada. You have no fucking idea. You don't ever turn on your Twitter and think I could be killed for this.
No, exactly.
You don't listen to me and Gord and realize you could go to jail for listening to us and we'd be dead for what we say. Think of that. You think of how lucky we are. Like, just fucking every morning I wake up, I'd be killed.
Watch this. I'm going to prove something. Watch this. God doesn't exist.
You're dead.
And our government is failing. Complete failures. It's still alive. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
If I had just said those two sentences while living in Saudi Arabia, I would already be dead.
Yeah, exactly. Could you imagine? And there's a guy standing right there all the time when you're me and Gord too, and he's just like, when you're like, God is, he's like, the next one better be great.
Yeah, exactly. Allah and good.
God is really great.
God is. We're going for a commercial.
You're lucky this time. I have misplaced my. I'm gonna go quiet for a minute because security guard's walking by.
Okay.
So you talk for a minute.
Okay. So yeah, anybody who is against the pipeline, just pull your head out of your ass. Stop being a fucking idiot. Pay the fuck attention and understand that the pipeline is actually a great thing for Canada. You utilize that. That gives us a lot of freedom. It gives money. It solves a lot of problems. It doesn't create any new ones. It solves the problems. If anything were to go wrong, it is all contained on a landlocked area, and it's a lot easier to just dig up that fucking earth and replace it with fresh earth than it is to fucking try to fix an ocean fucking spill. So stop shipping us the oil. Let us deal with our own fucking oil. We have it. We can utilize it. We can use it to sell. We can ship the oil out to them.
And the earth everyone's worried about is in Alberta anyway. We'll bury it and we'll tell them it's fine.
Exactly. Don't care.
Yeah, what are we losing? Edmonton? Come on.
Yeah.
I would much rather lose Edmonton than deal with the Saudis any day of the week.
And besides, isn't there somebody who wants to put the Edmonton Mall on fucking wheels and drive it around everywhere?
I think the question is there somebody who doesn't want to do that? And they should move to Quebec, because fuck them.
And wait for me to put my wall around the Quebec.
Right?
Oh, I don't like the Quebec.
It's just so easy. I'm sorry, that wasn't particularly funny, but it's getting scary now.
Actually, there's something I want to speak about that, by the way. Why were there more debates done in French language than there was in fucking English?
Because that's where the majority of the influential voters are.
But it isn't. Quebec is not a deciding factor. Ontario is.
Oh, Quebec is a huge factor in this election.
It's a factor, but it's never been the actual deciding factor. It's always Ontario is the true deciding factor when it comes to the election.
Yeah, but there's a lot of swing voters and
pandering to a fucking province that doesn't deserve it.
But they do politically, because they're going to change the election. All those people who voted for Jack Layton are voting for someone else this time. And everyone is trying to win them over. The orange tide is going to change color in a week from now. And that's why everyone's pandering to them this time. And with the new CPC party, whatever the PCP, whatever the fuck they are, they almost were a thing for a minute. So was the Bloc. The Bloc looked like a legitimate thing at the beginning of this campaign. So it made sense to pander to them. It's stupid. You're right. The day after, like October 22nd, they don't matter again. But until the 21st, they do. It's stupid. That's the thing that has to change. That's why we need proportional representation. We need to put an end to this stupid crap where any of that matters. There shouldn't be one province that's the deciding factor. Ontario, we need to figure something out with our distribution of populace, because Ontario gets fucking everything. You get all the lottery winners, you get all the fucking roll up to win every goddamn time.
Yep.
Everything goes to Ontario. What? Just because?
Because we're the most heavily populated in the country.
That just means you're all fat.
Well, obviously. Look at me.
Ontario's the most heavily populated because it's got the most fat people. That doesn't count as heavily populated. That's
more. My vote is worth more.
Yeah, it is, and that's not fair. It's stupid. And Trudeau promised he was going to change that. He ran his whole last campaign on changing that. And then he didn't, and I hope he learns from his lesson this time when he gets a minority out of it. Ass.
Oh my God.
In the meantime, start supporting us instead of the Saudis. We need your money. Send money soon, or there won't be a honeymoon. You can send money to anchor.fm if you feel like it. And they'll get it to us. Or just send it directly to ericandgord.com. Eric at ericandgord.com. Gord at ericandgord.com. I don't want to get into Patreon. They're Patreonizing. And it's a lot of work to do Patreon. I would rather just do it. You and us. You give us some money, we give you some good shit. That's what I would like to see happen. I don't want to get Patreon involved if I don't have to. Or like any of those other people that take a percentage because you like something and that something is asking for money, and then they just jump on and, we'll take a 10% for what? What do they do? They just take 10% and do nothing. You could just as easily give money to ericandgord.com and we're all happier for it. And we will make shit with that money and give it to you. Including a better podcast. I'm flat out begging now. Or really start showing listens. That will help with these advertisers I've got kind of dangling on lies that I've told. They're not lies. They're minor exaggerations, miscalculations.
They're statements.
NASA math. It's NASA math. That's all you have to say nowadays. No. See, it's NASA math. They go, okay, so it's off by a lot.
Yeah, it's meteor math. Oh, man.
NASA math.
And by the way, I think something that we should look into is if we run, and I'm not 100% sure on this platform because I know it won't be popular, but I think we need to cut the funding to NASA for the meteor inspections and watching out for meteors. I think we need to cut it. Let it happen. Let nature take its course. Let it hit us. Let's just solve some problems.
Well, I'm sure there needs to be some sort of warning system. But I mean, there's got to be something to stick on a satellite that does that. We don't need a whole team of people doing it, do we? Like for earthquakes, we put up a fucking Geiger counter or whatever we use. No, that's for radiation. What's the one for earthquakes? The Richter scale.
No, Richter scale, yeah.
No, it's not the seismologist thing. Yeah, we put a seismograph. Thank you. We stick a seismograph in the ground, and then we leave it there, and then that's it. That's the thing, and then it rings a bell when there's going to be an earthquake. We must be able to come up with something like that.
Yeah, they want to do the
an alarm contact that when a meteor goes by it breaks the little beam and then an alarm goes off. Like,
and then everybody,
like your garage door has.
Yeah, then everybody gets an Amber Alert thing.
Yeah, and then they can all call 911 and bitch about it.
That's right.
What I think we need to do is really figure out how to put a steering device on these things so we can guide them to land safely in Saudi Arabia and idiots' houses.
Right, exactly. Fully agree.
I'm saying you're on the right path with trying to change the trajectory. That's a good keep with that mentality, but change it. You're changing it in the wrong direction. Change it away from Earth.
We need to aim it at very specific points.
Strategic locations on Earth where these things need to hit, and then nobody's guilty of anything. It was an act of God.
Or Allah.
Or Allah. Either or. Let's come come up with one generic term for the dude and all say he did it.
He.
And we could start wiping people out, and then nobody's to blame for anything. There's no coroners, there's no investigation when a meteor hits and kills. They go, oh fuck, that's a freaky weird accident, and then that's it. That's the end of that conversation.
That's it. You'll have the scientists have to show up to get the little bits of debris for the little jets they put on it so they can aim it properly, but they'll get rid of that. That'll be fine.
To get little basketball-sized ones, just start pegging people off one by one. Oh, that's a weird thing that happened 11 times yesterday.
I'm still always amazed over the fact that in the history of mankind, a recorded history of mankind anyway, only one human being has ever been hit by a meteor.
Yeah. Well, and then those ones in Russia. People in Russia got fucked up by that one.
Did I lose you?
No, you didn't. Did you? Because I'm right here. Are you not hearing me?
I don't hear you.
You don't hear me. Okay, hang on. Why? I don't understand why you don't hear me. Is it something on your end? Because it's not. Okay, I'm going to pause and figure this out. How about now? How about now?
I don't know if we're still recording.
Yes, we are. Am I back? All right, hang on. I'm going to hang up. Wait. Don't go anywhere. How do I message you? Okay, hang on. Can you hear me yet? I can hear you.
So apparently we're still recording. I can't hear anything. I hear nothing. Oh, shit. Oh, that sucks. Eric can hear me. I can't hear him. Try that. Can you hear me now? I can't hear you.
I don't understand.
There we go. I hear you.
You got me?
There we go. I got you now. What the fuck was that?
I have no idea.
Oh, either. That's fucking weird.
NASA fucking with us?
Jesus. Fuck you, NASA.
I wasn't making fun of you. I was just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really weird.
That's very strange. Just all of a sudden, I just went dead fucking silent on my side.
Yeah, I could hear you perfectly. So I'm gonna edit that out later. No.
Yeah.
Probably
not.
No, we'll see what comes up on the recording.
Like I didn't even know what to say. Like it's still showing recording on my side, so I just don't know what to say.
And I couldn't remember how to text you to tell you keep going. We're gonna be good. We'll figure it out. We'll get it all figured out. See, kids, this is why we need money. But I don't know, man. That's a good hour, almost 45 minutes, and we combine that with the half hour we did last night, and we could have a show.
There we go.
I don't know about you, but I'm wiped right out. It's been a hectic day.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Last night I actually didn't sleep because I slept so much the night before. I didn't sleep much yesterday, so only slept about 3 hours. So yeah, I could. I wouldn't complain about an early one.
Are you in for tomorrow? I know I am.
Oh yeah, I'm in for tomorrow.
Right on. I think for the next couple of days we owe it to ourselves, and then don't forget next Monday live on probably Facebook Live and a couple other platforms we're going to be going out on with all the election goodness.
Yeah, and I have to work.
Well, you can join us after work for the wrap-up show.
That's what I will be doing.
Okay, kids, that's it for me. I'm signing off. Until next time, please take care of each other.
Stop being stupid. Allow the pipeline. Or fuck off.
With dick.
With dick. Big baby.